Whether it's by hook or by crook, by missed free throws, missed three-pointers, whatever happens, that is what I think is repeatable. I think they can win clutch time. They've also proven that they can win on the road. They're 4-0 on the road in this postseason, 3-0 in the last series. They win in Boston in Game 1. I don't think they can count on the Celtics having historically bad volume shooting nights. So, but obviously, this is how the Knicks have to get through. They have to steal games here and there. They're 1-for-1 in that one.
Listen, I'm going to give the Knicks a little bit more credit than Brian Windhorst just did. And this isn't because the Knicks gave me a hard time last season in the postseason. Knicks fans gave me absolute hell last postseason. However, there are some things that are repeatable for the Knicks. We also can't act like the Knicks played a perfect game. When you talk about Karl Anthony Towns, he was limited in scoring. Mikal Bridges was 3 of 13. They gave up 19 offensive rebounds. So, one, the Knicks can play better. But two, the defensive possession to tie the game in the fourth quarter, it wasn't because the Celtics settled. In fact, Jason Tatum doesn't settle on this possession. OG Anunoby's guarding the ball. Jason Tatum goes over the screen, continues to be in attack mode. Karl Anthony Towns moves his feet, and OG Anunoby gets the steal. This is the possession that tied the game. That defensive effort and defensive energy can be repeated to help the Knicks keep this a competitive series.
Well, we said yesterday the way that the Knicks can win is the law of averages. And I think we took that to the extreme when we forecasted potentially the Celtics missing shots. So I'm even more high on the Knicks because now they have the confidence knowing that we stole one on the road. Yeah. We have not just one. Everyone talks about Brunson being a closer. OG Anunoby, 55 out of their 63 points in the second half in overtime were between those two. So they have two closers. Yep. You have potentially a better game from Cat. You're returning home feeling like, all right, like game two, whether what happens or not, like we're feeling good, like we can compete in this series. You gave the wrong team, most importantly, the wrong city.
Right. The New York Knicks, they went out and got big wings for the Boston Celtics. Yep. I'm not saying that this is some sort of proof of the New York Knicks being the better team in this series, but this is why they go out and get those sorts of wings. Also, we harp so much on Tom Thibodeau and never getting out of a drop. I just want to give a little credit, some low switches that we've ever seen here for the New York Knicks. And it worked. But Boston, to your point, missed an NBA record 45 three-pointers in Game 1. It's the third quarter that's drawing a ton of attention here. The Celtics attempted a grand total of 1 shot inside the three-point line for the entire quarter. They were outscored 30-23. Here's Tatum on their shot selection.
Obviously, in hindsight, you know, if we could go back, we probably would drive the ball a little bit more because we missed a lot of shots tonight. But, you know, there's a balance. Sometimes, you know, it's a make or miss league. And then there's sometimes where, you know, you can get a better shot.
Andrea, I hear you're bothered. I hear there's something about the Celtics that's bothering you.
Well, yeah, because when you talk about it, there's a difference between the Celtics in a system or the Celtics settling. Are you playing within system or are you settling for those threes? And that is the biggest thing for me. And when Jason Tatum talks about being able to get a better shot, there were a couple of plays. I know they had some open threes, but there were a couple of plays where they could have went from a good shot to a great shot. And there's a big difference in that.
It's not even just a couple of plays. You have the ball. You have the mismatch. You have Brunson in front of you. You got a foot on him. You have Hart in front of you. You have mismatches with the post, and you're still shooting those threes. Sometimes you wish you had a teammate, because if I were their teammate, I'd be like, y'all, attack, go inside. Look, I absolutely still believe the Boston Celtics are the team to beat. They are the favorite. They've been there. They've done that. They're deeper. People don't talk about Porzingis missing those crucial minutes as well. Yep. So if they're healthy, which they're hopefully trending to be, they still should be able to handle business. But you don't play with your food, especially at this point. Yes, it's a make or miss league, but you know what? The system that won you a championship, the league is different. The teams have reloaded. The strategies are more intense. This has been the most fun NBA playoffs we've watched, but also the most physical NBA playoffs. Different factors are into the equation now that I think Coach Joe Mazzulla has to address.
To be fair to Boston, Kristaps Porzingis, he did leave this game with an illness and he did not return. That was a big part of all of this. I've had so much fun in this postseason, and clearly Stephen A, I guess, is having a lot of fun watching us talk about this as well. He has some notes for us, I suppose. He says, wait a minute. I'm watching y'all right now, and I don't like the absence of enthusiasm, of glee about my Knicks. Is it you that's convincing us to calm down? Or is that Brian Windhorst? All right.
I just hyped up the Knicks, Stephen A. Listen, lock in.
You
Pay
gotta do
attention.
the New York stand up.
Yeah.
New York, stand up. Oh, there you see. All right. He forgives
Thank you.
He forgives
There
It's
we
just,
go.
sometimes
Much
Stephen A.
Having a very bad day.
Sometimes, it happens. Still to come on NBA Today. Game 1 tonight.